Hey Hokies, this is Hanging with the Hokies. I'm Kai Young and today I'm here with Rachel Baxter. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Can you tell me how you got into pole vaulting?
So I was a gymnast for about 11 years.
Oh, wow.
And so my track coach in high school found out when I was doing just like a summer camp, and he wanted to start a pole vault program. And I'd seen it on TV and it always looked so cool. And so I went to a different high school because we didn't have it at ours, but I fell in love with it day one. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Can you tell me how that first day was, just kind of like learning everything?
I mean, it was definitely weird. Like, you start off with the basics, you're not really jumping,
Yes.
but I mean, just kind of learning something new. I mean, I'd always like flown through the air with gymnastics, but then to kind of aim for something higher it was really motivating to like really sky's the limit. So.
Wow, that's awesome. So can you tell me what made you choose Virginia Tech?
So I was kind of recruited all over the country, and Tech was my first like college visit. I'd never really been anywhere else, and I mean, nothing really compared. I mean, the community, the buildings, like everything matches. Everyone's so supportive, and just walking through the airport, I have a Tech shirt on and someone says something, and so yeah, I just fell in love with it.
That's awesome, yes. So this past week has been an amazing week for you. Can you tell me just what this title and winning the NCAA championship has meant for you?
I mean, it's meant everything. I mean, I'm Bob's first national champion. He's my coach, and so like that's always been my goal, is to kind of win for him. I mean, he's been so successful over the years, and to finally have a national championship for him, I think almost means more to me than like actually winning for myself. I mean, I've always had this goal of becoming a national champion, but to represent Tech and represent him, it's meant the world to me.
Yes. So what was kind of your mindset going into nationals for NCAAs and all of that?
I mean, coming off a pretty good meet at ACCs, I knew I had a pretty good shot of winning it, and so I knew I just kind of had to stay calm, stay confident, and I knew if I had a really similar meet to what I did at ACCs, then I could really do it, and I just tried to stay calm and confident in myself. So
That's good. So can you tell me, like, in that moment when you realized you won, like, what were you feeling?
I mean, it was joy, but it was also like disbelief. Like, sometimes I still don't believe that I won. But like, I mean, my teammate got third. Like, I was cheering for her to clear that last bar, and unfortunately she was the last one to miss, and so I was bummed that she missed, but I was also like over the moon that I had just won. So I'm still in disbelief though.
That's amazing. Very excited for you. So can you tell me what a typical practice looks like for a pole vaulter?
So throughout the week, we kind of do different things. Like, we don't vault every day. We usually vault about twice a week, and so that, like, I'll warm up, I'll do some drills, and then I'll sometimes take some jumps up, and I've been struggling a little bit, but we'll usually lift about twice a week and run a few days, and it's a lot of sprint work and just kind of building the base and doing a lot of different drills.
So I saw you went to the Olympic trials.
I did.
And I know that may not have been the result you wanted, but how do you think you kind of grew from that experience and maybe what you took into this new season?
Yeah. I mean, 2 weeks before Olympic trials, I no-highted at nationals. And so kind of going into the Olympic trials, it was kind of a clean slate. I really didn't have anything to prove. I knew it was a very slim chance of me even making the team. So I kind of just went in there to have fun with it, get some experience. And so jumping with Olympians was definitely a like eye-opening experience of, wow, they're jumping like 1.5 feet higher than me. But I think it kind of built my confidence up of, like, I was one spot off making finals. And so, I mean, it was definitely encouraging, especially coming into this season and then just a couple years down the line of hopefully maybe making a team in the future.
Going into that, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
So I want to keep pole vaulting for the next few years. I mean, I still have outdoors, so I want to finish this, but then I would love to go pro for the next few years. So my plan is to keep vaulting here, at least through the next Olympic cycle, and then I'll kind of reevaluate, see if my body can handle another few years. And then we'll go from there. But I plan on keep vaulting for a little while.
Well, that's awesome that we get to see more of you in action.
Yes.
And my last question for you is, Okay. Do you have any movies or shows that you've watched recently that you either highly recommend or you just did not like at all?
I mean, I've always been a fan of Friends, but
Okay.
I mean, I feel
Okay,
like
I
everyone's kind of a fan of
Yeah, I think a
Friends.
lot of people are fans of that one.
And then just like the Marvel movies, I'm kind of working my way through those
Love
again.
those.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and that is all we have. So thank you, Hokies, for watching.